Good morning, everyone. So we're here at Six Flags Great America for Fright Fest. Technically not Fright Fest, that's the second part. I might have jumped the gun on that one, but we're headed over to Wrath of Rakshasa. I'm here with my brother, my friend, so we're going to be doing as many roller coasters as we can before Fright Fest starts. So we have from about 11 to 6. So that's our goal, just hitting as many roller coasters as we can. And just like I said in the beginning of the video, we're hitting Wrath of Rakshasa first, which is obviously the new one that came this year. My friend hasn't been on this one. I'm expecting a long wait time to start off. Everyone's just gonna hit it. We're gonna see just how many, I forgot how many roller coasters there are here now, but I don't know if we could hit every single one of them with 6 hours or 7 hours that we need. And just like that, we gotta change plans. That line was getting way too long. So at the beginning of the day, we kind of got held up because my brother has a silver season pass. Turns out the silver pass has blockout dates during Fright Fest on Saturdays. So I had to go buy him a gold pass, and that kind of slowed us down. We were the first ones in the park, and now we're kind of in the middle of the pack. We're headed over to Raging Bull. That opened up last night, October 3rd. That's been shut down while they were repainting it. So we figured might as well hit one of the most popular rides. I don't think the line is gonna be too long, hopefully, but you never know. So we're headed over to Raging Bull now. So we're entering Southwest Territory, which is where Raging Bull is located. And I gotta say, my favorite part about going to a park early is just seeing it empty. We're gonna have some fun. You can see Raging Bull in the back, newly repainted. It looks beautiful, it looks vibrant, it looks like it just opened. The ride's been around for a while now, so it's nice that they're giving it a lot of love. Thought people get turned away from Raging Bull, so I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to ride this. I am at a crazy streak right now of hitting every single ride that is not working. So Raging Bull, I guess, is opening up in maybe an hour, so they told us to go back in an hour. So we're hitting X-Flight. At this point, I gotta hit some of the known rides because other rides aren't working. So I know it's gonna be a great day. We're gonna hit as many rides as we can. Now we're entering, looks like there's a scare zone called Headbangers. Seems pretty cool, but we're going into X-Flight. Hopefully this one actually works because at this point, I don't know what to do. That Demon Drumstick looks good. Turkey leg with hot Cheeto dust. If you know me, you know I love hot Cheetos. I think they're just testing it. So we're gonna see positive news for the first time today. X-Flight is opening. They're just waiting for them to give the signal. And we're gonna be riding this as the first ride. Hopefully, if it's a quick ride, we'll go to the right and do Demon, and then we'll do Wrath eventually. And we're getting ready to ride X-Flight. So that's the next ride that we're going on. So we just did X-Flight. It was a great warm-up ride. One ride down, next one to go. We're gonna go to Wrath. A little bit of a long line, but it does move a lot of people. 24 people per coaster. This thing should fly by. Here we go, going into Wrath. We just got off of that one easily, one of the top 3 coasters at this park. And just right across from this is the entrance to Demon. The entrance that used to be here was like a gate that said Demon, and now it's just like a little walkway, so you can lose it really easily. But yeah, so 2 coasters down. It's 12 o'clock. We got the park open at 11, so 2 coasters, 30 minutes. Not bad. We're gonna do our 3rd coaster with Demon. This one is so obscure at this point that it's a walk-on always. So just know that Demon is always gonna be a walk-on. Probably we can get front, 2nd, or 3rd row. And yeah, so we're gonna enjoy our ride. All right, after a rough start, we've been on 3 coasters in about an hour and 10 minutes, so that's a really good pace. Let's just try to see if we can keep it up. We're headed over back to the Southwest Territory. We noticed that Raging Bull was running up and there's people in line, so Viper, I don't know why I was forgetting that one. So those are 2 coasters that we're trying to get out of the Southwest Territory. Maybe we do Max Force, maybe we do Whizzer, maybe we go back to Superman, Goliath. We still got a lot to go through, so we're moving along, 3 coasters, hour and 10 minutes. We got this. So, so I decided that I wanted to do a little ranking just for fun here. So far, I'd say number 1 is Wrath. Number 2 is X-Flight. And then number 3 is Demon. So I'm gonna put them, I don't know, somewhere on the screen if I figure out how to edit again. But we're heading over to Raging Bull. That looks like a really long line though. So we might change plans, and I don't want to. I think we're changing plans. It's a long line. You can see it from over here, and we're pretty far away. So we're going to Viper. So change of plans again. Viper is closed, I think. So everything is bad. All right, so I just wasted like 30 minutes in line. So a little background. We have a season pass, or not, season cup. So you get refills anytime you come back. And it got deformed in the dishwasher. So we went to a store and they're like, hey, listen, like you can't do it here. We're a third-party seller, so you got to go to this restaurant. So we go to that restaurant. We wait in line because there was like a bunch of like issues with their dining pass. So we wait for 30 minutes just to be told you have to go to guest services to get a replacement cup. So we just, I'm like, you know what, let's just get the drink. So we got Sprite and we lost 30 minutes just trying to get a drink. So that kind of slowed us down. But now we're headed over to American Eagle, and then we'll kind of work our way back to the front of the park where we can swap out the cup. Still having a great day, but that just did slow us down from a really good run that we had at the beginning of the park, or at the beginning of the day. All right, so thank God, American Eagle, now called Black Widow, is open right now. And now we're going on American Eagle, which has a lot of history here in Six Flags Great America. So we just got out of American Eagle, and that was our 4th ride. So that'll be probably ranking-wise slotting it at number 3. So it's better than Demon. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for that ride for the age it has, and I feel like they're actually kind of keeping up with it, maybe just because it's becoming an icon, because it's a generational coaster at this point. And yeah, there's no complaints from me over there. We actually ended up riding the blue side. The red side. The blue side is what we usually ride, but they actually flipped it this time. Or no, we rode blue. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, change of plans. But yeah, so now we're gonna go to see if we can ride Goliath. If the line's not too long, that'll be the next ride we go on. So I've been doing a really bad job of recording like when we go into the coasters, but we just got off Goliath. And the king will be the king. That's number 1. That on the list. I don't think anybody can argue that Goliath doesn't deserve the number 1 spot. So yeah, we're gonna go over to the Flash's Vertical Velocity and Batman and Joker potentially, try to get those 3 out of the way. We're making good progress. We're not gonna count, there's 16 coasters. We're not gonna count Sprocket Rocket and Little Dipper, so we're down to 14 coasters. Those are kiddie rides. We just don't feel like we got to go on those. Just a couple more rides and we'll be able to do every single roller coaster. Kind of going around, there's Wake the Dead, a murder mystery musical. There's times at 4:45, 6, 7:15, 9, and 10:15 on select days. Maybe later we'll come and do this. And I know there's a couple shows. I do like Love at First Fright, so maybe we'll switch it up and do this one. We'll see, and maybe I'll record it. So here's the Little Dipper, which got substituted. Oh my, I think the ride got stuck, actually. There's people up there in the uphill, so that is interesting. But yeah, we're not going on this coaster, so we kind of just saved ourselves from that. We're headed over to DC Universe, where there's that Flash's Vertical Velocity. We're going to try to get that back row. So all right, so Flash's Vertical Velocity has a short line, so we're going to make sure to ride this and have a great time. So we've got off of the Flash's Vertical Velocity. Great ride. I think I'm going to put that at number 5. I think that's where, underneath American Eagle. So I think that's where it goes. So if I'm wrong, the graphics will fix it for me. But now we're going to go on Batman. Looks like the entrance to the Batman is pretty full. I hope there's no switchbacks in there, but if it's just a straight shot, it's probably like a 20-minute wait. We just got off of Batman. Oh, I don't know where Batman would go. It's better than, oh man. I think Batman is my new number 5, so we're knocking down Vertical Velocity or the Flash, whatever it's called, and we're putting this at number 5, so everything else gets shifted down. I think my list is panning out pretty well. Hopefully, I know I got a few heavy hitters coming up, so then the list might get shaken up again, but we're thinking about just taking a break and having lunch. It's already like 2:30 or 2:40, so we're gonna get some lunch, and we got a couple hours before Fright Fest starts. Then we would transition over to more Halloween stuff. So we're going to guest relations to fix the cup, lunch, and then more rides before it's too late. Ended up deciding to go to Strutter's, and it's like a chicken place. They got hand-breaded chicken tenders. They got side salads, tenders, sandwiches, and a Caesar salad. I think I'm probably gonna get the limited time chicken leg tossed in barbecue sauce and topped with flaming hot Cheeto dust. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna get. So I ended up deciding to get the barbecue legs with hot Cheeto dust with waffle fries, and it looks like they gave us cornbread So it's a bold move. Don't know how this is going to taste with barbecue sauce and ketchup, and then I'll let you guys know what I think, my little review. I got roasted for filming myself eating at Epic Universe, so I decided I'm just not going to film myself eating at this point. So we got out of Strutters. I got a little distracted. It was really spicy, so I only ate like 1.5 out of the 3 that they gave me, and the waffle fries. The cornbread was amazing. I wanted another piece, but I was also really full, and I actually gave it away to some fans of the Park Guru. I'm just kidding. But I gave it away. So we are headed over to Southwest Territory, trying to knock out Viper and Raging Bull back here, and then we'll do Superman and Dark Knight. And we still got a few more, like Viper, or not Viper, Whizzer. We're making good progress. We have a couple hours until Fright Fest starts, so we'll see what happens. So we just got off of Viper. Viper is a nice coaster. It's a wooden coaster. It falls at number 6 on my ranking. I think that is a fair point for what it is. We're going to Raging Bull now, and the line is out of the entrance, but there's no switchback, so it might not be as long of a line as it looks like. So headed to Raging Bull. Yeah, but this is pretty nasty. I mean, the line's going straight out all the way over here, so we'll be here. They should open the switchback so that we're not in the sidewalk area, but we're gonna get in here. All right, so undoubtedly, after riding that midway through that roller coaster, I knew that I made a mistake by putting Goliath at number 1. Raging Bull is the king, and it always will be. I appreciate that ride. Actually, the new paint job on it makes it look so much newer and so much cleaner. So that's my new number 1. Everything gets shifted down. I should never say any other ride is number 1. As much as I love Goliath, this one just has it all. The turns, the drops. It's actually such a comfortable ride experience as well, and it's a long ride experience. So it's number 1. If there's some controversy with people, you guys could let me know. But there's no way I'm putting anything above Raging Bull. So that's my number 1, and I'm happy with that decision. Right now we're headed over to Dark Knight. I think we're going to try to finish the day off with Dark Knight and Superman, and then maybe we can ride a couple more rides, but realistically, those are the only 2 that fit in our timeline for today. So in the middle of vlogging, I didn't realize that I lost my friend. I'm just going to shout him out because I haven't put him in the camera, but what a loser. Look at this guy. Had to go get water. He's a cheap guy. And I think we were going to have to change our plans because there's a worker standing right in front of the Dark Knight coaster. So let me see what's going on. Maybe it's closed for a little bit, or maybe it's shut down for the day. I'll figure it out. All right, so it looks like we are switching plans, and we are doing Superman Ultimate Flight. Maybe our last roller coaster before Fright Fest starts. Let's see how long the line is. But with Dark Knight being closed and no opening in sight, this is our only option today. All right, so we just got out of Superman. That is going to be the last roller coaster for today. It is 6 o'clock, so we were able to do, I think, 10 rides. So it makes the list pretty nicely even. I think I am going to go and put this as my number 5. It goes underneath Raging Bull, Wrath. No, this is my number 4. My bad. Superman is my number 4. That one goes above everything else except for the top 3. So that was my ratings for today. I'm getting ready for Fright Fest at 6 o'clock, so there should be scare actors, and we're going to get ready to transition over for that. So stay tuned.